I would say, although she wouldn't show it because she was strong and smart, but I would imagine they broke her heart. The things that they were saying were so bad and so horrible.
He's been whining and whining for years, and I just he loses sympathy every day.
I can't see a world in which I would be bringing my wife and children back to the UK at this point.
If he's lied on his visa form, doesn't the truth need to come out?
We'll have to.
Should he get special privileges that nobody else does?
No, and we'll have to see if they know something about the drugs, and if he lied, he'll have to take appropriate action.
Prince Harry, as I've said to you before, had a great opportunity when he turned his life around, joined the British Army, and served with distinction in Afghanistan.
Harry now says it wasn't until he served in combat with the British Army in Afghanistan that he finally found purpose.
I was able to focus on a purpose larger than myself, to be wearing the same uniform as everybody else, to feel normal for the first time in my life.
He had a real chance to make a hell of a go of it with his life, and to be a role model and to encourage other people, including other young men who may have lost their way, to find themselves on a good path. And then he veered way off it. And, now when he says that members of his family don't want to take his calls, I mean, it's very hard to know whether he realizes why that might be.
And there are now reports that Prince Harry is being blackballed by the royal family because none of them trust him or Meghan Markle.
The things that they're going to miss is, well, everything. I love my country. I always have done, despite what some people in that country have done. I miss the UK. I miss parts of the UK, of course I do. And I think that it's really quite sad that I won't be able to show my children my homeland.
The reason it might be is that whenever any member of his family speaks to him, they might find what they said either written up in another book or relayed in interviews with the BBC and other channels. It's a very peculiar thing that's going on in Prince Harry's head, and I feel very sorry for him if he can't grasp this. If people around you know that you're likely to run and broadcast what they say in private to the world, then they might be reticent in speaking to you.
It always seems like Prince Harry is getting poor advice. Telling the BBC that your father won't speak to you hardly seems like the best way to encourage him to start.
And the way to mend that isn't to go on television and relay the fact that they're not speaking to you at the moment.
He won't speak to me because of this security stuff.
Prince Harry has received a huge blow this afternoon as he has lost his long-running legal battle with the Home Office over his UK security arrangements.
This is what this is about.
They will never forgive me for lots of things. I would love reconciliation with my family. There's no point in continuing to fight anymore. As I said, life is precious.
If he said, I want to reconcile with my father and I'll do anything it requires, but I think it should be done away from the cameras and without any spare volume 2s or anything like that, and there'll be no cooking shows involved. It's just a family matter. If he did that, maybe he could actually make this reunion that he wants. But this is the worst way to go about it. I can't imagine who is actually advising Prince Harry other than possibly for his wife, because I think only she could give him PR advice this bad.
I don't know how much longer my father has. He won't speak to me because of this security stuff. But it would be nice to reconcile.
At least some good news. Trump rules out deporting Prince Harry. I'll leave him alone, Trump said in an interview with the New York Post. He's got enough problems with his wife. She's terrible. Well, thank heavens for that. Prince Harry may not have royal duties anymore, but at least he's been spared from ICE by executive sass.